Yes, it's been a while. Everyone knows.
Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, so these are my thoughts on episode 2 of Tales from the Borderlands, entitled Alice Mugged. So, recap of the last game. Fiona and Reese, he figured out they were kidnapped by this weird guy in a mask, and he still got them captured, and now they're telling you all about their shenanigans. And you're like, wow, this is a tale from the Borderlands. That's all. Okay, so in this episode, you and your crew are kind of just hanging out after the events of the first game. You got Fiona's dad's car still, and you're kind of just running away from everything. So then you go to get your car fixed up, and you meet Scooter from Borderlands 2, and maybe he was in Borderlands 1? Not sure, don't quote me on that. But Scooter, man, he's back. And he's like the same character as he is in all the games, although he isn't in Sanctuary, which is kind of depressing, because I was like, if we went to Sanctuary, that might be the greatest thing ever. But we don't, so it's no biggie. But once again, the cash cow of the franchise, Handsome Jack, does come back, this time as a form of a hallucination from Reese, Mr. Awesome Socks, which you can see right here. Can we buy those yet? No. Should we be able to? Yes. But anyway, that's besides the point. So, this game was mostly great. I actually enjoyed it, except for the ending and one other thing, which I'll get to later. So, the ending is weird. I personally chose it. Something that only 19% of other players did. So, I felt kind of special, you know. But I've learned to like Handsome Jack a lot from the pre-sequel in Borderlands 2, so I'd be like, what the heck, we'll do it this time. And it's really weird. It feels rushed, and you had, what, 3-4 months to finish this game? Not really good ending. He's just sending robots at him? Why? That's not an ending. But, whatever. I mean, you tried? And the game's just funny. Last game, I was kind of like, okay, it's kind of got a sense of humor, but this is funny. Fiona's reaction, well, just impersonating them, saying, dude, is probably one of the best parts of the game. And the current leader of Hyperion is funny. And he just drops down from a car, and you just mess with him. And the game's plot is just super weird, which I love. It's not traditional Telltale stuff. There's like a sense of humor, and you can see them just flexing that muscle all the time. Just honking that horn on his car and just watching him hallucinate is hilarious. But Handsome Jack also helps that point too, since he's just so funny. I mean, it's just normal Handsome Jack stuff. He is, of course, a pretty easy character to write. He's really clever, and it kind of makes me sad that they keep having to milk him like this. I mean, he's been in 3 of the 4 Borderlands games now. I mean, we could do with another new villain. Considering the one from the pre-sequel was lame, but we might get to that someday.
Vaughn? Should I be calling a doctor?
What? Why? What's happening?
Because you are all cut up.
What? Am I bleeding? Where?
No, I'm saying
what?
You're weirdly buff.
Yeah, Handsome Jack is a positive and a negative for me. In this game, he's pretty fleshed out. Like I said, he's got good emotion. All his lines are said perfectly. In fact, all the voices in this game are done perfectly. Reese and Fiona sound awesome, and they're almost better than they were in the first episode. This game is mostly polished, working with the Telltale engine at least. I found little to no stuttering on the date of its release on Xbox 360, which is rare for a Telltale game because they're usually filled with glitches. Like floating car glitch from last episode, which you can see right here. There we go. No, right here. Right here. Right here. Yeah. Just like, what the heck is that psycho even doing? Like, what is he doing over there? Nobody knows. What's he riding? So I don't know. You're probably watching it right now, actually. Wow, that's special. Technology, man. So anyway, the one big problem I had with the game are the loading times. They're insanely long. And this is kind of painful because the game doesn't look that great actually. Textures look dated. Like you can see in the scene I'm putting up on the screen right now that the city kind of looks like trash. I mean, it's supposed to be a trash city, but the textures just aren't good. And they're pushing the Telltale engine as far as it can go. And mostly, I don't mind when Borderlands doesn't look good. But this game, like, doesn't try for the Borderlands feel of, like, the comic book style. It does it, but then textures aren't smooth. It doesn't look very good. But, then again, all the lip syncing's working in this one, so I guess just give them credit for that. I am on the train, though, that Telltale does need a new engine. So, overall, what do I think of the episode? I think the episode's great. I actually like it. It takes more of a funny approach than the first game, and it's kind of a mystery too, with you exploring all the things after they found in the game, and it's like a scavenger hunt kind of. It'll be pretty interesting for sure to see how everything pans out in the finale, and how they end up where they do. Because I'm hoping that by episode 4, they kind of merged with where the flashbacks are originating from, the future, I guess. Because I feel like that would be pretty interesting. In episode 5, maybe finding the vault itself would be especially cool. Also add a side plot with this Gordy's project, and we just learn more about Atlas in general. They're kind of sneaky right now. They don't really know what they're all doing. It's just confusing, really. And another vault is kind of a pain to look for. I get that that's Pandora's main draw, but it's getting kind of old at this point, and I'd like a total just weird 180. A Shyamalan, if you will. Whether it'll be as bad as a Shyamalan, I don't know. But, anyway, tell me what you think in the comments down below, and thanks for watching. Bye.